Okay, there we go. Mute that. All right, let's get this thing going on. Restream, turn that on. Excellent. Well, let me just make sure we're all buckled in here at HQ. Mission Control says we're ready to launch. Are we on? Are we ever? Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough to be doing it too. Boom. On Bushka and Blitz. You know that. You're here probably for the same reason that I am, which is to talk about the obj.263 and the line that leads on up to it. There's a pretty overwhelming champion in the community poll that I always put out there on the weekend to see if people want to have a look at a particular line. We are not going to be mucking around too much with the low tiers. I don't think that would be doing a service to the guys that are up the top, the big boys. Yeah! G'day Thorny, g'day Where JC back with us today, the voice that launched 1,000 screaming middle-aged women running to the telephone on FM radio back in the 1960s. Fantastic bloke. Say g'day, JC.
Good day. How are you, sir?
Oh, we listen to you because you listen to us. Love song dedications with Where JC. We're on Asia today. We're going to start off with the At-1, but we're only going to really briefly look at it. It's got no armor. It is a bit of an anomaly in this line because it's got 8 degrees of gun depression. I'll just give you a quick idea. The line really doesn't kick off. Sorry, we're not on the right bit there. The line doesn't really kick off till you get up here till tier 7. And that's where it starts getting some real definition. Very fast tanks with very high rate of fire guns and very, very good DPM numbers. But crap gun depression. And it all amalgamates into this thing here, which is otherwise known as a Yolo Wagon, which is obviously very near and dear to my heart and one of my favorite tanks in all the world. But we'll have a look at the At-1 first, just to give you an idea on what's happening. Let me have a look here in the patron room. Awesome. We've got Candias, Positive Ways, Perf Bloats, McGinn, Lojack, Bronco, Soul. There's lots of humans here. Thorny, good to see you in here again, mate. Good on you.
I am here.
Excellent.
Muted, but
Excellent. Good to have you aboard. I'm going to press the record button here just in case. So if anything amazing happens that we want to put in an intro, which does sometimes happen, we can use that. Let's have a look at the At-1. Give it a quick run out. It's basically a tier 2 TD. There is nothing amazing about this tank. The only really interesting tier 2 TD is the T18. It's got armor profile and a big derpy howitzer. This is just a thing that you can run around with in a 57mm Zis and do all kinds of nasty stuff. Like I said, this is really going to kick off as a line when we get towards the top end of things. That's where you're going to find a lot more variance from the normal TD specs that you have and the thoughts of TDs, camping and all that kind of thing. That's never the case for those tanks. They're not really those kind of tanks. That's where the line becomes what I like to call a real pack hunter. You can follow mediums out, you can push, you can be very, very aggressive, as long as you have some cover with you and some flankers, some wingmen. Abyssus Deus, no sleep for you till Brooklyn, amigo. Where the hell are the people at tier 2? Why can't I get into a tier 2 game? You can't be serious. Let's have a look at the settings.
Scared.
What is going on? Other.
you don't have
Same
your
control
YouTube
mode off.
counter.
Supremacy mode. Turn that on. Yeah, I refreshed it. I don't know why it's not working. I'll check again. The YouTube counter should be working. I just refreshed it, but maybe it needs to be logged in. Let's have a look there. Stream counter. Let's log into the YouTube channel and just let it go. I can't sleep tonight thinking about the implications of holding on too tight. There we go. I don't want that. I want no followers. No followers per platform. No likes and dislikes. Not all viewers. That'll do us. Copy that. Bring it back in here. Chuck it in here. Oh, it's on. Excellent. Just don't touch it. It's working. It's now working. God knows why.
And well back.
I'm not going to muck around waiting minutes for a game at tier 2, by the way. The AT-1, a fine TD. Wish we could have played it, but let's move on to the SU-85B. Oh, hang on. We skipped tier 3. That's interesting. SU-76. Let's have that one. Where is that?
Also the home of one of the best premiums in the game.
Where's it gone? That's right. If not the best. If you're talking about the Otsu.
No. I was thinking of the SU-76I.
Yeah. The Iceman cometh. Pretty solid little thing, that. So we're going to go that.
OP.
I'm not going to be running, guys. I'm not hanging around at tier 2 to get footage of an AT-1. It's a solid tank. Don't stress.
I've mastered it. It's a great tank.
Yeah, but let's give the she complicated. Let's turn up some game sound there too, so we get some game sound. There we go. Straight in. About bloody time. So we're taking on the Super Bowl. Obviously, we're not taking on the Super Bowl. So this is a little bit more like the SU-100M1 and everything, both in design. You've got a rear-mounted gun, but far less on the armor front. But it is, again, one of those, quite fast-firing for its tier, which is pretty common at this tier. But because of the lack of armor and the general poor gun handling and the complete inability of tanks at this tier to muster any form of consistency and solid thought process, you just camp a little bit. And that's kind of what you do at this tier. You don't want to be the first one seen, because usually you're going to be one of the better players on your team if you've been playing for any length of time, and you're absolutely wasting your time. Yeah, I'm going to, next time out, where I'm removing all the Germans and the Russians from the process. We will be voting on, and what Black Rex says there is completely true. We won't be voting on those tanks. We will be voting only on Brits, Americans, and French, because we can't just completely misrepresent the population of the game to not include those tanks. And there you go, 91 damage. Not exactly what you would call a dominant gun in the SU-76. 57mm ZIS-2, the same kind of gun that you get on the AT. There you go, and there's the sideways playstyle that so many of Tier 3 have come to be fantastic exemplars of. Let's get sideways. Let's see if we can find any more of the sideways playstyle going on down here. Oh, there's some. Let's have some of that. Yep, thanks very much. And there's a T-82 there. He's sideways too. Let's have one of them. Oh, no thanks. Doesn't want to hit. He's noticed me. Notice me. Notice me. Notice me. And this is why Tier 3 tanks are what you call stepping stone tanks. Because really, everyone's in spawn there, just wasting their time. Manu agrees. Manu's like, yeah, that sucks. Tier 2 sucks. And watch, he's going to come screaming around here for that kill. And he's going to get wrecked for it. So, I would strongly recommend that you play this tank at arm's length. Keep it at the back. You can see it's got enough mobility to make a fist of it. I believe there could be another guy in spawn here. I'll probably die here doing this, but who cares? Like, just... let's take his track out as well. No, let's not. And say we did. And that's racing again. He's gone. We're just looking for the last Kenny, who is in the sniper spot up here in his elite tier 3 sniper tank with the autoloader. There you go, Kenny. Come out for me. You can come out and kill me. Come on, Kenny. Come on, mate. All the situational awareness of a lemming. Ice skating in a blindfold. There we go. And we get the win. What a surprise. Thank you very much, Bronco, for the donation. Go Eagles, says the Bronc. I don't have a horse in that race, but go the Eagles anyway. There is the SU-76. Fine tank. Works great. Make sure you're running this gun, the 57mm ZIS. You can run the tier 5 gun. It won't kill you. And it's a 76mm, so you get 160 alpha. And that means that you can actually do a little bit more peak of booming. And you won't have any troubles penning. 78mm is fine. So you run either of those, you'll be fine. 76mm is a safer gun, right? But it's much worse in terms of dispersion, and the aim time is considerably inferior. Let's have a look at the CSU-85B. This is where things start to get a little bit more interesting. Tier 4, and you can see we get another Tier 6 gun. We actually get 2 Tier 6 guns. This is an 85mm, and that's an 85mm. But this is the superior 85mm. Doesn't mean that you can't make hay with either that or this 57mm Zis 2. Again, it's the same playstyle you're looking at a lower tier. The thing that this does bring to the table that's a little more interesting is you got 0.359 dispersion on that 85mm. But if we have a look here at the 85B, you'll see it's a little bit bigger in terms of, oh no, it's the gun size that there. You don't get that kind of crazy bit, which does look quite cool. And the armor profile, oh, there's Bronco. It only took about half an hour to come up. Thanks very much, mate.
Stream, Bushka. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles. Go Eagles, says the Bronc. No. Okay, there's the SU-85B, and we're going to be the SU-85B as the target. And you can see no armor. No armor, no armor, no armor, and 5 degrees of gun depression. That's really the key. That's where you start noticing, see the 5 degrees? That's where things start getting tough. A little bit tougher. Now, you don't get any armor, but you do get an 85mm gun, which is the big step up from the Tier 3. Gaming Panda, wargaming are not becoming more money mentality. Wargaming have always been a money mentality. Don't ever fool yourself. This is a corporate entity. They have mortgages. They have, like, they're not there to support youth in their endeavor to become professional gamers. They are there to actually make money. Like, that's why they exist. It's like going, I can't believe McDonald's are trying to charge me for a hamburger. What bastards. You get entertainment from this. They charge you for it if you want. You don't have to, but you can go to McDonald's and get a 30-cent ice cream cone, or you can get a Big Mac meal. It's up to you, dude. I'm not apologizing for it at all. That's something that just exists. It's a real thing. So here we go. 85mm. There's the key knee.
Bushka on Blitz.com. Broke
Yes.
down nice, easy to find anything you want to find.
Yep.
Key knee. If he goes backwards, we'll have him. Oh, for God's sakes, Hetzer. You grub. Hetzer's the scourge of kill stealers everywhere. Game sound too low. I'll just sort that out. Please don't kill me while I'm doing this. Okay? So, oh, that Panzer B2. Pika booming is good here. If he crests that hill, we'll get him. Oh, here comes the 46. Hetzer, stop taking my dinner, buddy. Uncool. Very uncool. There's a Matilda down there. Now, has he got the pew-pew gun, or does he have the derp-derp gun? If he's got the derp-derp gun, we could be in strife. But if he's got the pew, he's got the pew-pew. Happy days. Oh, the Hetz is going to eat him as well. Bugger off, you grub. Get out of the way, Hetzer. Header Rudy, get out of the way. Oh, this will be a tough shot. Got him. First damage to Gryffindor. Happy days. Hetzer, don't do it.
Still got your volume control on the screen.
Thanks, mate. I can't sleep tonight. Thinking about the complications of holding on too tight day after day. Oh, Men at Work. Good Aussie band. Scotsman was the lead singer, though, by the way. This Hetzer is a worry because he has a lot of alpha. And I have not many of the hit points. And I got to get around here before he gets to kill that dude, because I can DPM the B2 down, but I can't really handle the Hetzer. Come on, where's my other dude? Where's my other dude? Hey, dude, don't call me dude. Take some shots, would you, Hetzy McHetson? Terror. Who wants to be first around the corner? You B2?
Bushka likes playing higher tiers.
Just because that's where he can find a team sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, do I go for the shot on the hatch because he's on the turret because he won't give me much else? Oh, get out of town! Get out of town! Oh, epic. Well done, Panzer B2. Not so much the rest of the humans. 1234, I mean, not much else from anyone else. That Heta, professional kill stealer there. Well done him. That's the Su-85B. You can see it's got good DPM, terrible armor, absolutely hopeless armor, will not bounce a thing. And thankfully that changes as you go up the tiers. You get some much more interesting armor profiles. Here we go with the Su-85. Now this is a very cool tank. You've got a couple of different guns here. You get your first 122mm, but if you run this thing, you're going to have to run heat because you have only a 30mm HE pen, which is no fun. No fun for anyone. 76mm, no good. 85mm, okay. 85mm D5S 85BM. Very, very solid. 200 alpha, 144 AP pen, and yeah, 0.312 dispersion, 5.3 seconds of aim time. You're really starting to get into good guns. And this is where I really like the line because the guns that you get in this line tend to be very, very cool. Again, I'll show you the armor profile and we'll talk a little bit about the defining characteristics again. -6 degrees of gun depression, which is actually good for this line from here on in. You get some really bad gun depression. Okay, and the armor profile is predictably 100% crap. Do not use these tanks for their armor profile. Use them for their high damage output and the joy of just spanking someone pretty bloody hard, which is good. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy a good spank. If you don't enjoy a good spank, you're probably telling fibs. Off we go. Now we will be a little more conservative here because we're starting to get up in the tiers to tanks that, you know, you'd hope some people in these games are really cool with what they're doing and know what they're doing. I'll do the IS-3 some other time. I'm not doing it right now. See you, Jeremy. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so I wouldn't really take side scraping in the Su-85 as a real thing, dude. You can side scrape against people that don't know if they fire at what looks like red armor with enough pen, they'll just overmatch it. And getting the gun out is torture. Like if you're side scraping, you've got to be able to side scrape offensively to actually get that gun out, and you're not getting anything out here with that armor profile on the front. The one thing you could do is shove your gun into the other gun of the enemy and try and use that mantlet. But mostly you just want to be a campy McCamperson. Now we're setting up for the high life here, up on top. Oh, and we are absolutely Nostradamus-like in our ability to predict the waxing and waning of the red team here. We've seen an M5A1 Stuart. There's some clown that's probably going up the Chinese line. There's a T-34. Still not spotted because we haven't actually fired yet. Just waiting for them to really expose themselves fully here so we can give them a 100% measure of the law. That ELC Biss, surely he looks attractive. Come on and get involved. Come on and get involved. Oh, look at the Biss. Come on. You want some of that action, Stuart. You want it. No, he's buggered off around there. Interesting. Day after day. Come on, buddy. Come on. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another? Animal House. I wasn't paying attention. There's that T-34. Got him. That's right. Oh, God. Bushka's nurse is back. Oh, God. There we go. Now we're moving. When there ain't no shots left, you got a motor on, baby. Motor on. They have an AT2. Do not stand in front of an AT2. It won't end well. Standing, obviously, a euphemism for driving your tank like a nut. Oh, let's hear what what Bushka's nurse has to say.
Will spank me. JC is back. Say something, babe.
Oh, dearie me. I'm not jumping in cap yet. I don't want to initiate a Yolo charge from all the noobs that are camping up there in the far corner doing nothing to anyone while I'm here on my own. I'm going to wait and see if these guys pushing up around the bottom, and then I will touch the cap. Stuff it, will go in. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Day after day, I disappear. Stuggy, 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 stuggy. Thank you. I knew they were there. Call it intuition. But retail clerk is no longer a valid career. Oh no, 200 alpha. Who could that have been? SU-85 sitting up in the corner behind a bush. Just going to sit here until one of you guys decides to get off that hill and come second. Look at that KV-1. One of the finest sniping tanks known to man. .263 looks like a duck. Interesting observation, amigo. Would you guys like prizes on streams? Like proper gold or tanks or something like that? What do you think?
Oh, yes. That's rhetorical, isn't it? That's rhetorical.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get it out of Wargaming. Apparently, I'm going to have a meeting with Alex today. But yeah. I'm going to have a chat to him about it.
I think you should backdate it for the Reaper room.
Oh, the Reaper room. Everyone loves them in a Reaper room. Stay up there, guys. Everyone just sit at the top. I'm going to start being salty here and try and try and drag them down.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Spank me once, spank me twice, spank in the middle right on me fiddle.
Oh, great to have JC Ware back. Goodbye, YouTube revenue. Thanks very much. It was nice knowing you. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Base capture points 99. Getting an invader. Unbelievable. What were they thinking? Okay, let's go onwards to the SU-100. Oh, we like it now. 122 millimeters of Russian love. This is where we get that lovely 122. This is where love starts happening. Love is all around you. Come on and let it go. No, something with O, maybe bow, maybe foe, maybe toe, maybe missile go. SU-100. Here we go. Tier 6, and you can see here we've got a choice of a couple of guns, but you have a base 122 millimeter, gate base 85, and then you go up into the 100, and then you get to the 122. Now the 100 isn't a terrible gun either. 280 alpha, 8.37 rounds a minute, and 175 millimeters of pen. But I love the 400 alpha. 400 alpha at tier 6 is far and away more interesting. Not to miss out on the fact that you can make a living with most of the guns on this tank, and your playstyle is going to be the same regardless. You can be a bit more assault tankish and DPM with this SU-100 and the 122, but if we actually go and use the... Hang on, where are we? Go back, tier 6. SU-100, if we use the 100mm, you end up with better DPM, okay? So that's the trade-off there. You actually get better DPM and you get better accuracy. So what I'll do is I'll play a couple. I'll play one with the 100 and then I'll play one with the 122. Now, both those guns are elective guns, I guess you'd call them, which means you've got to grind for them, which is a bugger. And I don't know that the tank is that amazing that you would actually want to grind through and use those guns. Like, I personally would be more interested in getting the SU-100 M1, but for all that, let's have a squiz at it and see how we go, right? So we'll play it with 100mm first. The SU-100, right? At this tier, using the 100mm gun, you have as much DPM as the WZ-120, the tier 9 Chinese medium. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. It's not a particularly fragrant blend. A and B, those are the caps for me. Let's go up and see how we go. Driving to base A. If we can get anyone else interested, we'd be very happy humans. Of course, you do have to deal with KV2s and such at this tier, which is not the most fun bit of love. Oh, we've dragged the team along with us. That's good. Wow, that ELC Biss is in an interesting position. That's never going to hit, but let's fire it anyway. Yep. Well worth an effort, though. You'll never know if you never let one go. Yeah, better pen to balance the bad DPM and the bad gun depression and the bad pretty much everything. Excellent shell velocity is not something you get with these tanks, by the way. So they're taking... There's that ELC Biss, God bless him. He has gone up there to contest. He won't be long for this good green earth. See you, mate. Surely... No, he's got away! Oh, I love a little sneaky grub in a light tank. Bad luck, mate. You deserve... Well, probably deserved exactly what you got. So 100mm, better rate of fire, which is better for sniping, I think, at these kind of ranges. Especially considering the accuracy and the DPM is better than the 122. But you'd be hard-pressed to... Oh, hello.
Give me some lovin' and pass the free bonus codes winking face money mouth face.
Oh, I love it. Pass the free bonus codes. Let's just push on this little 12T.
There's a lot of lag going on the YouTube stream, it looks. At least my end of it is.
It's killed my driver. You're kidding. What a grub. Oh, we appear to have found 3 tanks. Interesting. Missed him. Yeah, not much fun going on here, mate. Well, let's exit and talk about something else. Is anyone else having lag? Because there's no lag from mine. I've got 0.3% frames dropped in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. It must be my end or something because it's just dropping all the time.
Anyone else?
It's lagging on my end too.
I wonder if it's got something to do with the Super Bowl and that in the States, because there's absolutely nothing going on here lag-wise for me at all. It's 100% spot on from my control room. How about you guys on stream?
Oh, I'm alright.
It's good for me.
Okay, yeah. So let's try it with that 122, which I think is a more fun and engaging bit of gameplay. Day after day, I reappear. A little lag in Oregon. Night after night. So where are they off to? We got a whole bunch of lights and meds, so we're going to go low. What do you know, schmo? 0 drops in Europe, 0 lag.
Hold the iPad a bit higher because we're just looking at the top of your head most of the time.
Okay, fair enough. I've got to get back in my iPad holding habits. Might also move this green screen back a little bit so that we can get some light in here. There we go. I can't sleep tonight, thinking about the implications of holding on too tight. Yeah, we'll go frontline Abyssus. But day after day, I reappear. Can we be sneaky here? There's people in B. This could hurt, but we're going to be very aggressive. This is a bad idea, and I know it's a bad idea, even as I'm doing it. But you know what? We're going to do it. Hello, T-34. Right now, you and I are thinking the same thing. How much fun is Blitz? Oh, no! Someone stole it! The Bandit Warrior. You're a one-shot. You're not a one-shot, but you look more dangerous to me. So I'm going to give you some love. Oh, I'd like to think that was an important move. No, 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 Chaffee. You grub. An important moment in the history of gaming there as we went over the top. Chaffee, are you kidding yourself? Oh, no, it's the leopard. Mr. Leopard. Now, we don't have a great armor profile, but it's good enough to deal with a leopard, that's for sure. So let's get up close and personal, fire some HE, and try and make a little bit of music. Oh, fire it right into the edge of that bridge. That'd be great. Excellent work, Bushka. Totally not the gun's fault. That was all me. $450 poo. 50 poo. 450 poo damage. Oh, dearie me. Chaffy, 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 chaffy. Thank you. So that's a bit bullyish, I'd suggest. And that's why you run a 120mm gun, because bullies work best in this game when they have big guns. That guy's capping base A. Good on him. I can't blame him. We've only got C. Makes sense. At least he's going to do something positive with his time. And if he didn't cap A, they were going to win anyway. So I like the optimism. He might well clear me here, but we're going to try for a shot. He's either coming this way or the other way. Either way, we should get a shot in. Excellent. Excellent work. That's the end of him. Oh, JC Ware. It's Super Bowl Sunday and JC's handing out the goodies. Second class, 1991 damage. So that's why I much prefer that 120mm. Much prefer it. You get to run with the hounds, the horses, and smash. Now, moving on, we get to the SU-100M1. This is where life truly gets interesting. Okay, SU-100M1. You get the same horrible gun depression, but even worse. 2 degrees of gun depression. 2 degrees. That's crazy bad. So anytime you try and fire and peek over a ridge, your gun's just going to go pointing up in the air. You have poor armor either side here, and you've got to upgrade this too. The shooter has to be the tier 6. Tier 7. And we're going to make it a medium tank. So the T-43, because these are the guys you really want to be engaging. You don't want to be engaging other TDs at range or anything. You can, your gun certainly can do it, but what you want to be doing is getting this thing out and chasing down the mediums. You do have an upper glacis at the front that can handle some shots, and you can side scrape a little bit because you do get very good angles on these side bits of armor there, and I'll show you the actual armor numbers. So that is a fairly solid 90mm plate all over. That's 75. Your deck is a woeful 15. So you don't want to ever go down a hill like that, or you can be HE'd. You have spaced armor there and a fair big chunk of gun mantlet. 75 again. At the back, 45. All in all, a pretty solid armor profile. Now, let's talk about the real effective points of this tank. 50 kilometers an hour. Okay, 50 kilometers an hour is a lovely turn of pace. You also get a fantastic, when you get to the tier 9 gun, the 100mm D54S, 2,831 damage per minute, right? Yeah, it's phenomenal. If you're smashing this thing in the 25T, ugh. I mean, obviously all guns have different situations where they're good and they're bad, but 219mm a pen on your AP and 2381 DPM at tier 7 means you can pump. 0.330 dispersion, 3.5 seconds of aim time, 48.54 degrees of traverse, and just so you know, I don't have any of the spare parts equipped on this. So this is pretty much the baseline equipment, okay? The baseline of equipment. The biggest problem I see with this and all the tanks from here on in the line is the complete lack of aggression people play them with. You're looking for partners in crime. You're looking to team up with medium tanks and light tanks, follow them round, and basically feast off their engagements, their one-on-ones. If you can't do that, then you want to play as a second line sniper right behind the heavies. But I'm going to be calling right here because we only have one heavy and it's a KV-1S and they've only got one heavy. The right call is good. I mean, I think it's the right one to make here, but it's also, without a turret, that area can be quite challenging. I can't sleep tonight. Do I use the 4-round or 3-round? So, JC, did you have a winner?
Hell, I don't know.
There, look at the gun depression. Look at the lack of gun depression. So that's not a shot. That's not a position you can really reliably farm in, unlike a lot of the areas around here. So you've got to move. You've got to shake it. You've got to bake it. You've got to move your funky thing, whatever. And that's what we're doing. We're getting the hell out of town there, and we're turning. We're hoping to engage these guys as they crest. There we are. Nutted him. KV-1S is biting off an awful lot there. The KV-1S has... Oh, it's a KV-13. Ooh, he's a bit tougher, but still, we can handle him. Let's dump that DPM, baby. Oh, this is a horrible position to be in for him. Not for me. Good for me. Very good for me. Backing up, because we can do this job at 150 meters just as well as we can do it at 50 meters. That LTTB, oh, I'd love to get around there and help him. He's in big strife. He doesn't even know it yet. Back up, back up. Negative, negative, negative. Oh, LTTB has gone hog wild. The Kuro, what's he doing? Oh, I want to be aggressive, Going to follow the LTTB. Leave this VK3001D down here. He can at least spot for me if anyone else pops. Night after night. Let's get stuck in, hey? Goes. Get behind this, so at least I got some armor from the back. Turning, turning, turning. Where's that Kuro? Where is that Kuro? He's down here on the left, I believe. So I'm going to turn towards him. Well, no, he's moved. He's moved. The grub. He's all the way over there. You sneaky muppet. Oh, come on, get there. Need to farm some damage. Come on. Stit-ped, stit-ped. Stit-peddy McStit-Pedersen. Move. What are you doing, KV1? What are you doing? Oh, you grub. Get out of it. You don't deserve that kill shot, KV-1S. Get out of it, Type 58. My damage. My damage. Get out of it. 50 kilometers an hour will buy you an awful lot of stat padding. Stat padding. Gonna have some stat pad. Do. Coming, coming, coming. No one else pushing him. Don't push on him, LTTB. Don't. Get out of it. Where are you going? Jumbo, jumbo, jumbo. Don't shoot him again. How dare you? Yes, we got another 200 on the... Let's go again. Do we have any refreshments here? Let's have a look. Any refreshments? Oh, what do you know? I got a bottle of Perrier. Would you like to come? Someone get Perrier on the phone. Perrier water. They can come and sponsor me. Send me a couple of crates. Be great. Okay, we are going to the right because, gee willikers, we don't have enough mediums to put up a big fight there against 3 and 1. No one's moved. Seriously, 10 seconds in. What are you guys doing? Absolutely nothing to nobody. Oh, this bodes very, very well. There's 4 of them still sitting there in spawn having a chat. It's like a sewing circle. Book club. Did you read that one about the girl who was seduced by the unrequited love of the builder who was doing the jacuzzi in a front yard? Gee, it was amazing. Rolling straight out and aggressively, looking down the pipe. Nothing there, thank God. Going to give these guys a little bit of a chance to catch up. Now, you are quite low to the ground, which is very Russian. Okay, and very, very much a sought-after quality. What is that guy doing? I'm more worried about that ARL, to be honest. I'm not going to sit around there waiting for extras, because there's usually snipers somewhere over there. Reset that camo. See if we can't get another sneaky one in here. Oh, we'll wait for that. We'll try and get that extra shot.
Can't think of anything funny today.
Thank you, Mick Ginn. Well done, amigo. Now, I sacrificed far too many hit points there, but I really wanted to clear that ARL because they are a very dangerous tank. Look at that gun depression. Such a problem, hey. Still not spotted because we were behind a couple of trees there, so we can sneak up here, get some shots over here on these guys, and always just retreat back. Oh, I'm very tempted to relocate here, but still at all. There's that T-25 and 2. Any ideas on where that went? I don't have any. Cleared him.
I got no idea. Because, like I say, I've refreshed several times, but anyways.
Whoopsie days. $101 AFK question mark. Yeah, the guy with 3 kill shots is AFK. You are going to be quite funny when you grow up. Now, we can out DPM this guy, but he could roll high. He's got a 280 alpha gun. We're just going to have to take it and hope he doesn't. And we're backing up here. Oh, can we get a shot across into this comet? We got the shot. We just didn't kill him. Comet got us. Oh, dearie me. Felt worth it to clear that ARL, but now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking probably wasn't worth it. Yes, Vikram, anything that is a tree or anything works as like camo. Come on, 3601H, you can do this. Line of Menethil. Oh god, maybe not. That is not exactly inspiring, amigo. He's fired HE. Alright, well he got him that time. A little bit at a time. Just use AP, mate. Oh god, he looks pretty stock. Oh god, he looks stock. Line, calm down. Think about things. Use AP. Just think about stuff. Drexter, what are you talking about, dude? I didn't want to wiggle the tank because I knew I would absolutely win the DPM fight and I wanted to make sure that the shot went in. I would hate to have missed the bloody thing. Yes, Knockdown Tree has the same camo as a bush, dude. I'll talk about the equipment on this in just a tick.
Get XP fast. Gold.
Nice work, Line of Menethil. Even if you are still firing HE, into the side of a VK2801 with a 36. Just 1 AP round, mate. I'm going to try and help him there. Just use AP, mate. He probably thinks HE does the most damage, so he's using that.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, guys. Dear God. No. Drive at him, so mate. What I'd be doing here is driving at him so he makes him go backwards. You've got to drive at the front of the tank because you're far more likely to make him make a mistake when you are making him drive backwards. What is this guy doing now? Drive at him, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, come on, Line. You can do this, man. You can do this.
56 seconds.
Oh, my God. Oh, he got him! He got him! Woo! Oh, my goodness gracious me.
That's the longest 1v1 I've watched in a while.
He did 554 damage, 58 damage, and all of it was to that VK, I think. Okay, I'll talk about the equipment. With this thing, you would go gun lane drive, vertical stabilizer, armor, enhanced traverse. That's the important stuff, right? That's all there is. Let's have a look at the SU-100M1. This is a cracking tank. I really loved this tank. Really loved it. SU-100 101. So, SU-101. God. Firstly, I'd like to say that looks good, but this looks awesome. Looks like some kind of Star Wars fighter jet that they've put tracks on and taken the wings off. It's got those two jets on either side of the back, either side of the gun and the turret, or not the turret, but the hull. Same as before. All these tanks, enhanced gun lane drive, vertical stabilizer, armor, and traverse. That's where it is, right?
Screen recorder's up.
You sneaky thing. There it is. It's off again. Okay. What's this got to define it? Well, you've got a tier 10 gun. Tier 10 guns are always good when you're at tier 8. And you've got the 122mm M62C2. 5.86 rounds a minute at 420 damage, which is quite a bit. And tier 8, there are some very, very good TDs at tier 8. Don't get me wrong. And the SU-101, I don't think it's the best. And it's actually a step down DPM-wise from the 100mm you run on the 100M1. You can still run, if you want, a 100mm gun, the D54S. You get a lot of DPM from that. I'll tell you the exact numbers on that right now. That is, if you run the 100mm, you get a 3067 DPM gun. What you lose on that is pen, okay? Same dispersion, less aim time, and then you have a 122mm as well that you can get to. I wouldn't bother with it. It's a waste of time. So you got a tier 10 gun that has fantastic penetration. 258mm of pen on your standard gun as opposed to the 219 you have on the 310 alpha gun. So, look, personally, I run with this, the 122mm, but I'm happy to play it both ways and give you a look. But the 122mm means that, you know, in a perfect world, you don't have to spend so much time on target. And really, that can be the difference. Plus, your effective DPM is so much higher. Effective DPM, I mean, 258mm of pen, you're going to pen more often, right? I prefer the 263 over the 268 Maxi just because I love it, you know? That's all there is to it. It doesn't have less DPM unless you run the different gun. Like, I like the tier 10 gun. That's all there is to it. But if you don't run the tier 10 gun, you still get a hulking, monstrously large amount of DPM. You get a 100mm that'll pump out 3k DPM. That's good, right? But you get enough DPM with the 122mm, and you get the ability to make those shots really count. That's kind of where I'm at with it. My worry here is that we've not pushed the left. This is a train wreck. The RU hasn't spotted anyone though. What's going on here? Well, this is odd. I'm not going around that corner, by the way, because there's a lot of people there.
Sorry, my bad. Do you recommend 263 over 268?
Yes, I do. Well, there you go. That's why I hate being there in that position when they don't push the corner, because you can't see what's there until they pull right up on top of you. So I'm going to go to the flank here and get wrecked, but you know what? If we don't, we're going to get wrecked anyway.
If you only had a good pair behind him.
If only he had a good couple of mediums.
Yeah, we had a light that pushed up, but he didn't go the flank. He was really passive.
Timid.
Yeah. We've got a Tiger 1 we can shoot over there if he pops again, if someone pops him. I don't want to push up. There's an RU there, but I worry if I don't hit him with the right kind of roll on the HE, I'll get absolutely clobbered for it. But not much choice here. We'll try and HE him and get the kill. We don't have the gun. Oh, the 152. Did he spot me? It's a big thing. No, he didn't spot me. Cool. Roll good. 550, not enough, but it helps. There we go. That was well worth it. Now we've got to pump around here. Little Flanky McFlankerson. Where's the 152 looking? Not at me. That's great news. Excellent news. Can't afford to be hit by any of these guys. Just don't have the hit point pool for it. So I'm going to run. Tiger 2's pushing up on me. SU, Tiger 1 there. I'm going to go and see the M6A2E1 there and see if I can't use his hit point pool. Hopefully they pump the Tiger 1 as he goes around that corner. Leave the Tiger 1 alone. I'm going low here. Do not have the hit points to do anything otherwise. And hopefully I can sneak up and find that SU as he tries to broach. Turning on auto aim, so... Oh, lack of gun depression is going to get me killed. I tracked him. Are you serious? Oh, that's brutal. That is absolutely brutal. That's what we talk about with this tank. That's the issue with it. Lack of gun depression. Oh, mate, it might just be the colorization I got on the screen. Well done, RU. Well done, Johnny Cage. In the end, you got it together. I can understand why he was a little bit hesitant to push that corner. Just because, there you go, good work from both those guys. Just because they had both an AMX 1390 and an RU 251, and if you had a pushed alone and got pushed on by both those guys, well, it might have been a different kettle of fish. Let's give the tier 9 gun a go, just to let you see how she rolls. But you saw that gun depression. It is brutal, hey. Like, 4 degrees of gun depression. Trying to get that shot on the... that's why I went low. So, if he was down there, I'd still be able to get a shot at him if he was up. but I should have gone in the water. I don't like going in water because if you go in water, it can kill your traverse. And if you get in a situation where they're on your right or your left, you're screwed. But, you know, that's why you can't be 100% with this stuff. You're never going to know for sure. Tracking him was not enough. Right. Heaps of meds. Now, you don't have gun depression, okay? So, what you've got to do in things like this is if you don't have the gun depression and you're using a high rate of fire gun, and mediums are probably going to go to the middle, then you've got to try and... What's up?
They're asking what app you're looking. Armor Inspector.
Armor Inspector. Armor Inspector, guys. Great app. I actually bought it from the App Store, registered it, got all the bells and whistles. So you got to look for situations like this where you can actually kind of put some shots in from across the map if you get the chance, if they push up a little bit. And then I can follow the guys on my left-hand side here if they do start being aggressive. But I've only seen one tank spotted so far. So I'm not really that keen to go hog wild over there. Just went underneath him. Yeah, they're pushing hard right. So what I'm going to do is settle at the back here. And try and get... Oh, no, way too late. They're pushed hard right. That M41 Bulldog's a goner. Best thing we can do is get out of here. Team says the IS-5, who went completely alone to the other side of the map. Ah, yes, the team. The good old team. So no real shots here at the moment. Not really a fantastic map for it. I'm doing as much as I can to stay hidden at the back here and use the... Oh, hello, 34 and 2. You see, I've got this bush in front of me that will help me with all kinds of things. Whoops, finally spotted. That's going to hurt us. Want to get down as close to this guy as possible. And here comes a Super Pershing. I want no part of Captain America. But we've got to have it. Unfortunately, he's going to come around. Don't push out into him, you grub. Okay, it's too late. We're dead. Yeah, Super Pershing. Lots of fun. Great tank. You can see there, it's a Viper. Even when the odds are against you and everyone's pushing up and that's all you can do, you can still output really good damage numbers. Like 2K, as it was all falling apart, isn't bad at all. And that's the 100mm gun, right? And that's kind of where you get stuck with tanks like this, is when all the fighting is going to occur on an incline, and that's where your mediums and your lights are going to be. It can be very, very difficult to turn that into a win. Whereas if you're over on a map like this, I'm much happier going to the flank. Because what I can do here is get shots. I can really reliably build shots, and there's spots I can use to actually get shots without losing it via my gun depression. That's not the case if everyone goes the middle on canyon or rolls the top and stops. It's very, very difficult. You've got to basically set up. And we did set up quite well there. We got to a good spot, but we just weren't able to get anything out of it.
Kaiser, if you have questions about becoming a patron, if you look on bushka.blitz.com or on any of the video links, you'll find it there.
So we're capping A and they're capping C. Excellent. They've got 2 lights and 2 meds. There's 1 light, 1 medium. We're missing some lights. I'm actually going to go up here and try and get shots back across as they push over. Lovely. You got the track. And this has been just pushing out and putting it in a position to do fairly well. Right, that was a surprise. Well, not much you can do about that. Just do your best, put as much damage out as you can. And if the team just falls apart, then the team just falls apart. What are you going to do? 54 lightweight wants some. 54 lightweight's going to get some, unfortunately. But I think that illustrates the 100mm gun, right? That's just it. That's all there is to it. And you've got to move it. You've got to move the tank. You've got to get it out. Because if you don't get it out, if you keep it in spawn, you don't have the armor profile to deal with things. And you've got to spend so much time on target to actually get damage out. And that's where people really fall apart with it. Like, you can't play it like a you know, a big alpha heavy TD right up close. You'll just get ripped apart. Not that we didn't lose anyway, but we were able to put some good shots in there because we moved really, really quickly. We're on Asia. I mean, that's considerably poor showing there, but, you know, what are you going to do? You're putting the damage in, you're doing the best you can. That's all you can do. It's not the tank's fault at all. So we're going to play now with the 122.
Hey, Bushka.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Aussie band?
Lots of them, mate. Augie March, Men at Work. Augie March are really, really good. Yeah, Dilf. Lots of them. Freaking hell, 5 TDs. Oh, this is a worry. So pushing out into the flank again. We're pushing, you see, even with 5 TDs because... what else are you going to do? At least we've got this RU here. So they've actually pushed up here. Wow. Was not expecting this. Wow, they got wrecked. They got completely wrecked. Okay, this is a big problem. There's an SU there as well. I am so screwed. Yeah, no choice in the end. There was an SU-152 in spawn. Both those guys got wrecked there that came out here with me. So, not a great day for it. But, thankfully, we're capping A.
Earlier, the SU told the Jag Panther to go spot, which I thought was kind of fun.
What is the best player at server in A? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Get to bed.
That's hardcore cap.
Take Bart. It's 1:33 a.m., mate. Get to bed. IS-3 Defender is overpowered, right? But I hate the gun. I can't play the thing. I mean, I really hate the gun. It's terrible.
Yeah, it trolls you quite a bit. I've done well in it, but you know.
I got kind of bored with it. Hey, look, a 122. Hey, look, a 122.
The best TD at this tier is that thing right there, the Jag Panther 2. It's crazy. Crazy good. It's not a bad medium. It just has a terrible tendency. If you've got bad mediums, or you've got a team like that where it's all TDs, like 6 TDs or whatever it was, and there are no mediums on the thing, it's hard to actually get anything done. It works exceptionally well with another medium or a light tank in platoon.
Before people knock the Russian design here, you got to remember that those vehicles were built for air mobile forces. So.
Yeah, it's a cracker of a tank, I think. I did really, really well in this. Alright, sorry, was not paying any attention there, was reading the chat. That's pretty funny. I just started taking off towards town. Absolutely no idea what was going on.
You're getting closer to the Yolo wagon, the magnet is working.
That's right, that's right. So this is the last game we'll play in this. Nothing there.
I'm still grinding this tank. I think I got about 20,000 XP before I get the next one. Ferdinand has great armor compared to what he used to have.
Some fun in it since they buffed it.
Yeah.
It works. It works, but it's still, you've got to be pretty hardcore angling that armor for it to do anything. So there's Panther. CDC hasn't found anything else. Alright, Panther's AFK. Let's nut him pretty quick. Look at that. Can't get the gun down. Awesome. Leave the AFK alone. Go somewhere else. So they're really pushing hard around here, hey? You got to do this in certain situations. See how... can we get a shot in? Didn't land. 4 TDs over there, hey. Glacial, what are you up to, dude? Moving and shaking. Come on, Yag. Where are you, dude? You got to pop. Guys, come on. Someone has to do it. Didn't pen. Still behind the brush there, so we don't actually get spotted doing it. Awesome. So there's someone coming up on the right. And there's just RNGesus saying, "Not today, my friend. Not today."
On opening night, still wound up with a mark of 13-3.
Angle. Good stuff.
We are enjoying the Super Bowl.
So, guys, you got an open mic there.
Tom Brady is terrible at World of Tanks, Blitz.
So there's a KV4 and a 152 over here, right? Got to go backing up here to get this shot off. So it is pretty mobile. You've seen we've been all around the world here. It's been a long experience. But we were useful and we did that with the big gun too. I much prefer running the big gun. So we had to do a lot of traveling in that game, which is actually pretty funky. 1.7 kilometers traveled. Now here we go, the 122-54. Let's talk about this tank because it's a pretty special tank. But in my opinion, it's one of the hardest tanks to drive at Tier 9. It's very difficult. And I'm going to talk about it in reference to some of its peers as well. So it's a Tier 9 TD. No qualms. Very, very straightforward. And it's got crazy DPM. Okay? If you look at the biggest Tier 9 TDs in terms of DPM, the only ones that come near this or surpass it are the Tortoise is slightly underneath it. And the Jagdtiger, which has the most in the game, has nearly 4,000 DPM, 3,996, is just ahead of it. Even the Foch, which has outstanding DPM at nearly 3.5, this has 3,740 DPM. It has a crazy good gun as well. Like, let's have a look at the gun. You got a Tier 10 122mm M62C2, same kind of gun, but nearly 9 rounds a minute at 420 alpha. So you've got a big boost from the Tier 8. It's fragile as all get out, okay? It is incredibly fragile. So where you have crazy DPM and you have a fairly accurate gun for the kind of DPM you get, it is so incredibly fragile that can be a real issue. Excellent traverse, 48 degrees with all the bells and whistles on it, which is great. In terms of speed, you have 48 kilometers an hour worth of top-end pace. Your camo is amazing. You are very, very low to the ground, so it's very easy to hide. But your armor profile is obnoxiously bad. So let's have a look at the pen numbers. The armor profile, rather, on the 122-54. Now, that's it from the perspective of the Tier 7 T43. You can see straight away, not good. If you actually go up and put that onto the Tier 9 T54, which has crap pen, 201 millimeters of pen, look at it. If you put it on a proper Tier 9 medium, like a, mate, even just something with deep, look, put it on the Cent 701, 255 millimeters of pen will get you a pen everywhere. That is how bad the armor profile is. So quite literally, this is a 1 hit point TD. You want to play this like a 1 hit point TD. No one is allowed to hit you. When you get in those situations with this tank, where you think, oh, I can probably kill this guy if I just trade a couple of shots, don't do it, because this will punish you 9 times out of 10. It's not the kind of tank that you can afford to use like that. It just does not have the ability to consistently make hit point trades that are successful for it. You kind of want to play it like an E25, which I'm quite bad at, but I enjoy playing this tank just because of the difference to everything else at its tier. It's so quick. Like, look at the movement in it. Tier 10 game, Lots and lots of TDs. 5 TDs on their side, 3 TDs on our side. And it's a supremacy game. So I'm setting up right here just in case someone wants to push into that cap. Now I'm going to line it up from over here. No one's actually capping that.
Discord brain fart fee.
Oh, thanks very much, mate. Well worth it. Cheers, amigo. No one's capping A. No one's capping B. There's some people pushing into C. So...
No, don't show it.
I'm being incredibly passive here because I can't afford to not be passive. It's not the kind of tank where you can be super aggressive. There's their medium, right? They don't have any lights. They've got 5 TDs. They're all in town. So I'm going to flank. You've got to take time with this tank. If you don't take time with this tank, you will be punished for it. There is no way around it. And they're finally in A and capping. And I'd suggest that's the T30. So I'm going to come over here and try to reset, okay? But I'm going to get there probably a little bit too late. It's all right. Just waiting, seeing if he pops. There he is. He probably thinks he's free and easy now. And then reverse like buggery. He's fired. Got him on the reload. So we can probably go down and DPM him. This is what we're talking about. This is a dangerous move, hey. Yep, there's the T-54. Got him. And then we're reversing away again. Letting the 54 come out. There's a grill there as well. 54 wants to push up. Got to make it a DPM contest with this 54. Can't let him get to me. Like, if he gets into me, I will get absolutely screwed. Critical hit. Yeah, righto. Whatever. God loves a trier. Critical hit my butt. Trying to use the gun mantlet here to really push in and ruin his day. There we go. Waiting, resetting camo. Not pushing out again. There's a grill there. We're loading HE for the grill. Okay. He's going to push up. Has he fired yet? Hopefully we can get up here without actually exposing ourselves. And then when he rolls back, hit him. 507. Got him. So it took a while. Like, that's the kind of tank it is. It has amazing DPM. It has brilliant camo. It has excellent mobility. But if you're not thinking the whole time you're playing the tank, you are going to get 100% deleted. And it's one of the reasons why people say this tank is bad. And it's not bad. They're just bad at playing it. The real issue you have is it gets better the more the game opens up, the more mobility comes into play, all that kind of stuff. If you try and use it as a close support tank, it's bad because you'll just get absolutely shreked. Ooh, I want to go A here. I always want to go A on this map, and I'm going to ask for it, but if they don't go there, I can't hold it alone. Thank you, McGinn. Thank you, everyone who's donated, by the way. Sorry, that's my bad. T57 heavy. Apologies. Was not paying attention. We're just setting up again to be a grub, right? Oh, dear. I'm going to sneeze. You might have wondered why I was just firing off and not really paying attention there. I had to sneeze. Strange setup here. We're in a position to farm if they push across. And most of our guys are at the back. But this is really odd. I'm not really in a great spot. But I don't know that there's anywhere else I can go that's going to be improved. There's a 183 and a heavy there on the left. The ST1. And that's Boeing 747 from Ace. So you'd think he knows what he's doing. Oh, that was my fault. So I'm going to go back behind this guy in the corner around here. We've got both caps. They're going to push on that 183. I'm going to pay a pretty hefty price for doing it. And here we go. We get a chance to unleash this DPM. Ah, they're all going to die anyway. Bushka, aim. Aim, dude. Aim. There you go. You clown. It's not the gun, it's all me. McGinn! Thanks very much, amigo. Didn't do much there. Rest of the team definitely carried that one. Oh, but we are in for the kill steal at the end. Alright, so we'll play one more in this, right? One more. So, it looks good when you're doing this, right? Ouija! Azza, how you going, mate? It looks good when you're doing this, really. I mean, it really does. But, you saw there, you are very dependent on damage on the team. Their lack of ability and your team's ability is a huge part of it. And carrying is quite a knife edge. You won't convince Azza that the 263 is better than the 268, guys. He loves the thing. There's a real knife edge to it, which is tough. But I enjoy it. It's fun because of that, I guess. As well as... it's fun in spite of that, I think. For me. Interesting. 183, E4. We've got one guy hanging around there. That's Hades. He's a good player. Formerly MIB Hades, I believe. My mate from Minsk. It's just letting the world sort itself out here. There's the E4. DK Salted Fish. There's the 140. Our ST1's pushing across. I'm going to take a sneaky little spot down here that can sometimes get shots into the side over there. Unless the gun completely trolls you and doesn't do anything remotely close to what it was meant to do. The 183 still is not spotted. And he is severely influencing my thinking here. Not knowing where he is really tough. See, I'd love to push into this E4 and help the ST1, but oh, here we go. We're going to do it anyway, but the 183 is going to be at the back, right? He's just going to be sitting there at the back. Yeah, this isn't good. There's Hades down in the mouse. Yet to fire a shot in anger, really. Go back and try and help with this object 140. 183 still not spotted. There he is. He's finally up. Yeah, he is way at the back. Roll high, baby. Roll. Oh, just don't roll anything at all. Yeah, screwed. Absolutely screwed. No scoping, Azza. Didn't help. Come on, got to do some damage. Don't give me a 0. Finally, got a kill. Got a hit. Terrible game. And that's the thing. Like, that tank is so tough. You play a game like that where everyone pushes up, and that guy at the back in the 183, I could not afford to push or go anywhere on that left-hand side of the map. And as they pushed up into him and into the E4 and got wrecked, I just lost all my cover. That is that tank to a T. Let's have a look at how many games he has in the 183. They've usually got a lot of them. Oh no, he doesn't have a lot of them. Only 680. Not much at all. Fair enough. One more in that. That's not it. Good going work productivity today, ads. Good stuff. This meta, honest to God. All right, where are we off to here? Well, we'd love to go left, but tanks aren't going to do it. They got a 54 and a 50M. No, can't stay here on my own. Got to move. Yeah, totally. It is about sniping and moving around. It really is. Unfortunately, in situations like that, they're just when there's no targets on and you can't push. Am I the only guy who's noticed this IS-7 at the back? Guys, there's an E4 there, thank God. Guys? 183. 183. There's an IS-7 right here. 183. Oh my God. Where are you off to, mate? There's an IS-7 right here, guys. He's about to pop. Is anyone going to turn around and shoot this tier 10 heavy tank that is literally 50 feet away from you? Anyone? Just me? Oh my God, these numpties. 183 is dead because he literally would not look at the IS-7 that was right next to him and was there for most of the game.
I have to have a clue in this game.
Yeah. Trying to help out with my hit point pool. Not a good idea. That Yag would just turn. Might be able to clear him. It's a risk. Let's both bounce each other and say we didn't. Guys. Guys. I'm going to die here, but got to do it. Just hit him once. Come on, 54. Oh my God, they're not good. And, I mean, I'm doing the best I can in the tank for the team. 3.5k, 2 kills. That's a good tank. But you sure that, I mean, you see that, right? That's just madness. You're sitting there, there's a freaking IS-7. He's pushed up and no one's moving. So let's move on to the obj.263. Now, the obvious thing about this tank, crazy DPM, and stupid armor. The armor profile is so incredibly troll, right? I'm going to show you the tier 10. Here we go. The obj.263. Right. Now, this is really odd. The plate has such random armor on it. If you're fighting against this tank and you have to try and get a pen, just keep shooting heat at that plate. And it'll either sometimes go through the sides here. If people turn the tank slightly, you can see there's weaknesses in here. This is where you want to keep shooting it, but you don't want to do it while you're sitting in front of it, because what will happen is it will use this gun, and if you miss it and you're looking at something that's like that, well, boys and girls, your life will be very, very short-lived, because the Yolo wagon will eat all your DPM alive and serve you up for supper. It is a fantastic tank that is best served aggressively. Nearly 4,000 DPM just behind the Jag Tiger. A massive amount of mobility for a tank this big. You've got 55 km/h top speed limit, 40 degrees of traverse with all the bells and whistles on it. Your gun is a 130mm gun, so you get 460 average alpha at 8.2 rounds a minute, 0.293 dispersion, and 3.6 seconds of aim time. I am running all the gear on this. This is an absolute monster of a tank. It can be a bit prone to streaks, but still, let's see how the Yolo wagon goes. I'm going to push A. It's great for hit point trading, basically. Thank you, Snake. Enjoying a sandwich. It is indeed the Chariot of the Gods. Oh, God. Wouldn't be a game if we'd never 183 in it. I'm going A. Come on, E75. Put on your big boy pants and come with me. Don't you want to see what A looks like? Come on, buddy. Oh, we got a Waffle Mick tractor too. Excellent stuff. Right, well, no one spotted at C. That gives me great cause for thought. Great pause for thought here. We're capping B, but no one is spotted at C, and I've not seen anyone at A. There's an STB1, okay, STB and 62A are both there. E75, how about you man up and start capping A? No, I got to do that. Right, fair enough. Ricocheted off the front of a PTA.
263 is the Chariot of the Gods.
Seriously? Worst performance in a leading role by the 263 in 2018. Come on, start laying out some damage. There we go. Now we're into it. I'm not moving while I've got fat targets like this. Don't go out, Batchat. Batchat, stop it. They're just going to line up here and I'm going to keep missing them. Don't worry. They're just driving in front of me. How can I not be doing 1,000 damage every second? This is pretty bizarre. Well, that was an interesting kind of start to the game. Let's see if we can't help out this mouse. Now you see, I had that angle there as I drove forward until he hit me and then I changed up. Come on, gun handling. Don't let me down now. Love it. Are these guys trying to die? They are. Alright. I'll bite if you want to do that. Excellent. Don't want a bar of a T110E4's 150mm gun. I am now Yolo wagoning around to the left, and hopefully I'll come up behind them. Because I don't want to just sit here with these guys. There's just massive amounts of shots on offer there. That's incredible. What the hell was that? We won on a... Like, that was weird. They just drove in front. 4,000 damage of just sitting there and having people drive in front of me. Like, look at the difference in the damage numbers. This team. Let's go again. I was expecting to have to actually fight there, but that, yeah. I don't know what happened.
Got a big cockpit. You can take a lot of chips log with you.
Yep.
Righto, so there's me and a waffle tragger here. I would love to push the hill in this tank, but you do not want to get sideways in front of a 183 or an object 704. You don't have the gun depression, so I'm just going to take this one fairly easy at the back for the moment. It's kind of the role you're stuck in as a TD on this map. And if you don't fulfill that role for your team, then it can be really, really negative. Like, you can end up in quite a bad spot if you don't support your team here.
I don't know why they just don't be honest and spawn the TDs on that hill there.
Yeah, I agree. So we've got a couple of people at the back here into us.
Yeah, that way the tanks don't go try and become TDs.
Oh, just see that ricochet. Outstanding. There's a mouse here still. If someone could spot the mouse, it'd be great, but there we go. He's coming down. Let's go Yolo wagon. We're going to get wrecked in the side. Possibly that would be bad. But we're just going to have a crack. This is not a good tank to be Yolo wagoning into. This is a mouse, but still, we're going to do it.
Jesus.
Yeah, bad move here. It was all rough. That was an odd game. I was just trying to actually get some Yolo wagon actually work going on. That is not the tank you want a Yolo wagon into, but anyway, we did it. Don't do that at home. Kerry, I can't face hug with that hit point amount, mate. And not a mouse. Like, if you're face hugging a mouse in this tank and you have low hit points, the contact is going to cost you 300 or 400 if he's coming downhill at you. And he was coming at me. And you can see when it got to 14 hit points, he was driving forward as quick as he possibly could. You can still pen him and you can still make him pay. That's all there is to it. Oh, come on. Yay! Little object 140 straight off the top turnbuckle into the back of the 183. That's what we want to... No, get close to him, dude. Get really close to him. What are you doing? Woohoo! Good stuff. That makes me happy. So we've got a Leo and a Conk left. There's that Conk. IS-8's going to push up on him. Good stuff. Yeah, this is a win. Good stuff. Yeah, Kevin, I've never had a tank like the 263 where I've had more people get upset at me for saying it's amazing, right? I've never had a tank like this that hasn't caused more angst. Because people that don't know how to drive just kind of roll up. And if you are side on to anything, it's dead, right? It's absolutely dead. One medium. I'm happy to push up here and try and help if our STB1's willing to go. Greetings, Mr. Mac. No, If they've got anyone up here that's trying to actually spot... Oh, dude, did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. So I'm spotted. So there's someone on the right and there's someone on the left. No one else is up here. I'm not going to be a spotter for that STB1 and that 183. Yeah, T30, I'll help you. I'll help you from exactly the same position my 183's in. Standing there like an idiot right on top of the world.
Well, thank you, Dana.
You, greetings, my guy.
G'day, Dana. How you going? Oh, 183. Go out sideways, mate. That'd be a great idea. How did you not get punished for that? That's awesome. Where's that 268? Has he moved? Can't see the 268. Not going out there until I can see him. Told you. He's still sitting there waiting.
Oh, easy. I'm pretty convinced Snake knows his way around the tier 10.
Good. 268's gone. I'm sorry, 4202. You're doing the right thing here, mate, but I'm going to have to ruin this party.
There's all this weird stuff.
To FE, dude. Come on. Come on. Mate. You can hide behind there as long as you like, but you're not invisible. Thank you. Like, there's no reason in the world that if the 183 is sitting all the way at the back, I simply have given up being their bitch in inverted commas. I'm not going to be the guy that spots for them. I'll go and sit right next to them and say, "G'day, mate. How you going?" Wait till he fires and everyone shoots at him. Then I'll take some damage out of him. I'm going to go left. Hopefully we can run into some mediums and have a little bit of a brawl. Leopard 1, T62A. 62A is going. They've got a 54 and a 4202. So come on. Come on, Leo. Come on. Let's go, mate. Let's get rolling. We're going to be way too aggressive here, right? Should not be doing this. But here we are. Because I'm so sick of hanging around at the back. Come on, buddy. Did not mean to press that button. There's a Jaegeroo in spawn with him. Dude, come on, guys. Jeez, sweat. What are you doing back there? What are you doing back there? Honest to God. I'm shooting that bush on general suspicion of being a TD. Tier 10. It's the meta we love. Oh, bugger. Here comes the Jaegeroo. Well, let's see how we go. Apparently that is a modelled bit of debris, and it will hit you. Just critically hitting.
Your request.
Hooray! We're dead. Can you do it? Get back, you little grub. Oh, you grub. Should get another one in. That's not the most promising start. I mean, really pushing it into a spawn area is giving the camper an even break, and I shouldn't be doing that, but you just get kind of bored, hey? Tier 10. What a palaver. Yeah, Dana, it's so true.
Tier 10,
Yeah.
where happy tanking
Pretty sure
goes
Bushka
to
likes
die.
the FV215B.
Yeah, I like the FB215B. Far out. I'm done. I'm pushing. Even if I die, man, I'm just done. We're gonna push. Oh, there's a T-54. Come on, let me go over there and shoot him. Come on. Let's have a bit of fun.
Super Bowl halftime show coming up. Get out your axe to compete. Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
Dude, that... Jesus, wet. That mouse is in the corner, hey. Tier 10. Dynamic gameplay. Jesus, wet.
Well, that sucks, Texas.
I want to push because I want to show people the tank doing what it does, you know? And doing what it does well. And there is really not much going on there that we can show. Texas, that's terrible, man. Sorry to hear it. But I hope you enjoy the vids, dude.
Joker
Good night.
Just followed.
Good
Always
night,
welcome.
Takey. Yeah, always welcome aboard, dudes. Night, Takey. 2:20 AM, pretty late. Ooh, that M48's being a bit aggressive. We'll match up. Again, I do not recommend doing this at home, but seriously, like, trying to find some brawls for this tank has been very frustrating. This is not where it's at its best. A no gun depression, non-turreted TD. Pushing the high hill on Middleburg. Yeah. So they got, what have they got in town? An IS-8. Okay. Alright, is there anyone I can go and brawl with? Desperate for a bit of a brawl in this thing. Just...
Pathetically funny.
Where's that IS-8? Is he down here? Yeah, here we come. Let's just wind him up and have a crack. Oh, dude, get out of the way! Oh, there's the IS-8. Seriously? Rest of team just falling apart. Still putting out damage, just dealing with so many numpties. Honest to God, dudes, I can't help these teams. It's just where it's at. It's still doing the business. Like, we pushed up into the a whole bunch of them. Put out nearly 3k. 0 from our IS-7 is a worry. Bounced a lot of shots. It's just one of those things. We'll give it one more go. And you saw that's what it's all about right there. Just brawling amongst all those tanks with so many people focused on it. And it was still able to pump out damage versus IS-7s, IS-8s, VK-45 O2B was on it, whatever else there was there. And it was still just reversing, blowing stuff up.
Greetings, Bushka.
G'day, mate. So, where are we going to go? I'm going to push left. I'm on Asia at the moment. Yeah, Sergio, you got to keep them in front of you in this thing. You have to. If you can keep them in front of you, it can do all kinds of magic like that. And you can overcome 1 or even 2 tanks at a time. 4 or 5 starts to get a little bit difficult.
And they gave it a pretty good reverse.
Yeah, it'll go 20 in reverse every day of the week. It's pretty cool. Feels like they've all gone to the far side of the map. 50M's being really aggressive. I'm going to follow him around.
Good night, Mark.
Night, Mark. Have a good snooze, mate.
Take care, mate.
Goodbye, Mark.
RNGs has helped me now. This is great. Come on, buddy. Come on. Got to get down here. And this is really the reason why I didn't list this tank as one of the 5 most OP. People asked me about that because it was on a lot of lists. And the reason is it's very much dependent at tier 10 on the kind of game that you've got. And it's not strong enough to carry a whole tier 10 game, right? It just can't do it. Oh, mousy, mousy. Come on, dude. I'm not going to go against you side scraping. Get a grip. He's firing HE because really he doesn't have a lot of choice. And eventually they come around the corner and you get to do some things. You get to use that wicked DPM. You just never take this tank on in a DPM fight. You're going to get absolutely spanked. And this mouse is learning that the hard way. Fortunately, so is the rest of my team. So we're going to go to... Oh, he's a 2-shot, right? So we'll stick with APCR. And then we're pumping around here into what I hope is an IS-7. No, he's over there, right? So we've cleared that one. He's moved all the way around. We've got the E5. It's like pulling teeth at the present. E5's got to go. He's gone. Happy days. Sorry, FB, you and me together. Alive together. Can I track you and damage you at the same time? I sure can. Object.263 doing Object.263 stuff. Let's take a chance and fly east somewhere. Do 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 do.
You'll love this. I'm in the ISU.
So there.
T54.
So there we go, guys. That's the 263 just spitting out damage against big, nasty, heavy tanks. Pretty much the way you look for it to work. Really solid when you can get it in the right spot. I'll play one more. I love playing this tank, right? I just love it. It's one of my favorite tanks to play in the game. Yeah, you can totally hit point trade with this tank, 100%. I want to go up here. What have we got? An E50 and a 62A.
All right, Bill. Better late than never.
Bella Dwyer, ahoy again. To see if JT wants to sing on my life. I actually really like JT's new album, which is a bit funny considering I'm an old kind of dude. But yeah, I really like that Say Something song. And, okay, so he's bailed. Okay, let's just try and help out this bloke here. He's gone as well. Okay, excellent. So we are very much on our own. If he had just held there, we at least might have done something. But now we just got to run.
Uh-oh, you're being stream sniped.
We're going to get punished here. Absolutely punished. Yeah. I hate teams like this. Look at them. They are going to go... Could I just point this out really quickly? They wouldn't go top right, so they're going to go the whole length of the map. And generally they'll then just start driving up the other side. But now they're pushing back and they've been flanked. Like, I hate this stuff. You could have just gone up in the first place and smashed all their mediums with your heavies. And that 62A lost his bottle, unfortunately. Otherwise, we could have really farmed up some damage at top.
Oh, I hate trading spawned. But...
Pretty much, that's what a lot of these guys do.
Yeah, Middleburg, just go top. Just go top on Middleburg. Like, why would you not go top? There is no logical reason to not take that hill unless you absolutely have no mediums. Like, you're putting your heavies in a situation where they got to go face on with a medium tank, tier 9 and 10 medium tanks. It's a gift. It's an absolute gift. Yeah. Now you don't have anything going for you.
Well, I saw the red team going, hey, yeah, I'm on stream. You're like, uh-oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, we could still win this. No, I don't think we can. Well, we've got to clear another tank. If we can clear that A50M... No. No, dude. You got to... A50, you got to go clear that A50M, dude. No. Hopeless. Give it another go. I really like playing it.
Yeah, you can't end like that.
Oh, so how's the Super Bowl going?
Don't know. Don't watch it.
Sounds reasonable. Right, I'm going to push town here. We're just going to have a glorious flaming ending, right? We are pushing town. They've got a 183 who will probably be in spawn. He doesn't have a clan. A Luluman. This could be a worry. One 5B, dude, watching. Oh, we just squeezed past. Just squeezed past. This was great when they first brought this map out. Right here, the fountain was made of stellinium, like you couldn't pen the water. So you could go hull down here and side scrape out. It was actually pretty cool. No, 15B, don't go out there. Dude, if you go out there, there will be a 183 waiting for you. You do not want to go out there. I was hoping their heavies would push through here, but anyway, they didn't. Tell me the 183 is not like right there. Right, there's their A50M. They're all over there in spawn. Jesus wept. Tier 10 has a lot to answer for these days. They're all there. Right in there. This poor old E50M's pushing the map. Don't go it. No, 15B, don't do it, dude. Don't give them your hit point pool. There's a waffle tractor. Awesome. Tier 10. Just do something about this sitting in spawn in a 183. He is still unspotted. We are 3 minutes into the game and no one can progress this flank because he will literally take half the hit point pool off any tank that comes out minimum. Well, hello. There we go. Like, what a crappy tier. Waffle tractor on our team that died in spawn isn't happy. We're now 3.5 minutes. No, we're nearly 4 minutes in. Where is he? The 183. Still in spawn? Yeah, seems legit. Seems legit. I want to push this map. Can't. Like, my team is in spawn. There he is. He's moved. Congratulations. What an absolutely horrible meta. Just incredible. I could have sat in spawn, I guess. Seriously. Seriously. Why? Now, can you understand what I'm talking about? That is unbelievable. That guy sat in spawn the entire game, didn't move. He's got 6,500 games in that tank. 6,500 games of doing exactly that. And he got just about his average damage. And all he had to do was sit in spawn and then get one shot in at the end. That's the reason. That's the whole reason that tank causes so much consternation in the game. It killed that game. The 215B pushed down, I pushed down. No one could move through that spawn. No one could move out because there was a 250 meter window where he got to just shoot. And he gets rewarded for it. So he's played 6,500 games. Now 2,100 average damage is horrible for that tank. Like, it's horrible. Good players are running 3,000 average damage in that tank all day long. But that would be his highest average damage tank by a massive margin. Just a monstrous margin.
Anyway, Bushka, I gotta run.
See you, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, Vikram, you're dead on. Because I'm trying to... The problem is I'm trying to show what this tank can do, right? Yeah, Big Mama, I could have done more damage, but I'm trying to actually showcase what the tank can do. And you just can't at Tier X at the moment. The mentality of the playstyle is such that it's... Everyone sits in spawn until one team gets beat 6-0.
Well, be welcome, sorry. Screwed up.
Righto. Looking for... Look how quick this game's going. Guess what tank isn't sitting down the end there? No, I know, Big Mama. I know you were being facetious. You're right.
Blake's going to breed or bred or something. I don't know. I think he's going to bed.
G'day, Mig Reaper. Welcome aboard from Bulgaria. Whoa, this just got serious. Excellent. There's 75 down here. Here's in a little bit of strife. Nice flanking move by the Reds. Oh, bugger me, that's not good. Nice move by the Waffle Tractor. He just won them that game. Absolutely brilliant move by him. I thought he was going to keep camping that corner, and he pushed right in. Naira Jangle. Well done, mate. Good job. It is good at ramming waffles. Yeah, he was really good there. That's a great use of a Waffle Tractor. And look at him. He's doing fantastic things. He is not pushing off the edge of that thing. He's on the edge of the rock. He's making this IS-7 come around. Oh, no, he's not. He's just stuck. That's hilarious. I thought he'd done something crazy good there and he was balancing over the edge and he was just stuck. That is awesome. Oh, they're in platoon. That's why his mate came over and pushed him out. Good on him. Oh, that is glorious. That is awesome. That is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to give that Waffle Tractor a thumbs up. Worthy opponent. No drop frames yet. Still pretty good. Okay, I'll stop it and start it. I don't think they'll touch the 183 Helix. I think it'll stay. It costs too much money to change. Righto, I'm going to be pushing left. Hoping to get some kind of activity going on. That was me. That was me completely misreading there. I didn't think the Waffle was going to push up. So I thought I could get the mediums and nail them. Okay. What do they got? Bat Chat, 50M. Yeah, I'm screwed. Got to bail. Our medium bailed again. But I can't help myself. What's behind there? Still a 50B. Alright. Still two there. Yep. Nice 183. Pushing up there, doing the right thing, really helping his team out. Sometimes the greatest way of saying something. No, this is just highlighting the fact that I'm being really aggressive. I'm trying to make the 183 gameplay work and show you it, and I just can't find the right situation. It's kind of like when I was playing the E100, I was trying to find games where I could side scrape, and I could not find a game where I could side scrape. So I'll actually play it just very conservatively until there's an opportunity and give you a look at it working properly. I'm just driving it a little bit frustrated because I'm trying to manufacture a situation where you can see it really work hard.
Well, you're 2:45 into the stream too.
Oh, really? Okay, that's probably why I'm just dying in the butt here. Nearly 3 hours in is way too long. Okay, yeah, this is it. This is definitely the last game, come hell or high water.
Well, if you're not having fun in the Death Star, you could always try and have some fun in the mini Death Star, the KB2.
I'm doing a full line stream here, Lanky, and I'm in the Russian 263. Can I help this Leo out?
Screwing up my math. 2 hours, 15 and
That's not as bad as. That's not nearly as bad as nearly 3.
all right, we'll go for at least another half hour. XR Bushkas should next be up on Tuesday night on NA for a stream.
Yes, Waffle Tractor. I'm coming back your way. Where's that IS-4? Is he looking at me? No. So that's a pretty conservative game, isn't it? Just running around behind people and playing it properly. Instead of just trying to create situations where I'm dueling one-on-one with multiple tanks. And that's 3200. That's the kind of thing you're looking at with it. Like if you play it sensibly, I wanted to show it as its best possible high pen low damage. The best possible way of doing it and dominating in really crazy situations. But I guess that's just asking too much. It's not really the way forward at the moment anyway. So I'm going to just drive to the middle of the sniper spot, try and get some looks across and side scrape back and wait and see what the rest of the team does. Pretty safe over here unless we get pushed on hard on the inside. Naval Frontier, this is a good bet to go here. So we've got 215B and an IS-4, 62A and 140. I can't see the Jaegeroo right now, which is a worry. Just waiting, being a little bit more patient here. There's our Jaegeroo. Right, we don't want to go out that way. IS-7 and the 215B are there. So there's also an IS-4 there. There he is, all three of them. That's 4, so there's 2 mediums up top, 3 mediums up top. That's their whole team on display. Right, he's going to try and go out the back door there. I'm going to have to push here. Or he's in big strife. That no. We got a 183 in spawn. Oh my goodness gracious me. That'll cure a lot of ills. Oh, he's not in spawn. It's an E75. He's actually at the top. I thought that FV was FV4202. Okay. Back it up, 183. Back it up, back it up, back it up. No, no, no. Just back up, dude. Let me take the hit. Dude. Now we're in trouble.
I just ram killed a T
Lanky, dude, we're on stream, mate. Be nice if that E75 suddenly came to life, wouldn't it? Oh, you grub, well done. That was a really good example of how not to play a 183, but also how good that tank is against the tank, even when it's getting pushed on really hard. I mean, you saw that 2,700 damage, despite the fact the rest of the team fell apart like a cheap suit, and we had an AFK E75 down in the bottom. And the Object 140 was absolutely all at sea, trying to convert against a non-turreted TD in that situation. We have just enough just enough traverse on the tracks, just enough length, and we managed to pin him up against the side. That 183, man, what was he thinking? Why did he even push out and take that shot? I was right there. All he had to do was let me go forward into that 140, and he would have got a clear shot as soon as the 140 did anything. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching, guys. Appreciate the support as always. There will be no Russian lines available in the next one, okay? But you can see, if you play that thing sensibly, we finished off with some decent games there. Even if on Falls Creek we try to be too aggressive. It's very easy, very, very easy tank to put damage numbers out in if you just go around with the team and work shots, because it's got massive DPM and good armor. Any questions on it before we finish? All good? Okay. Look after yourselves, guys. Oh, yeah. On Wednesday, my time, which Wednesday EU time at 8 p.m. Central European time, we'll have an EU stream. EU Wednesdays on Thursday NA time, 5:30 p.m. West Coast, 8:30 p.m. East Coast. We'll have a stream. That'll be good. And there may be a Bushka on boat stream mixed in tomorrow or Thursday, but I'm not certain on how much content I'm going to pump out there at the moment. The game still feels a little bit arcadey, and the collision detection mechanics are really screwy. So look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield.